Hey Peter, I want to show you a couple things on how we design our abutments over here. Also, we made a mistake and said custom abutment. In fact, it's supposed to be screw retained, and that's our fault. But I just want to show you a couple of the ways that we design the abutments. So I'll show you right now. So hold on one second. First thing, we put our margin on these screw retains. We set it at 0. Oh, first we need to change this over to a screw retain case. And we'll change this. And whenever you do that, you always got to change back to the abutment bottom. Let's just make sure that this is the same one.
That die was part of the bridge? Oh, I didn't know. I was just trimming the dies yesterday, so.
You would not know if you were trimming.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah, so I just trimmed it.
Do the button bottom.
I trimmed it and I'm like, I just don't like
Reset. One thing I did notice, all these green dots, we don't use that many. We use far less, and I'll show you kind of reason why. The more you create, the more space you have for creating a food trap, which will end up making the implant fail. So I really probably only use about 6 of the dots. Sometimes a little bit more, but not too many times. And when I'm designing, I'm looking at your margin, you could say, of the crown. Just get this kind of close, like this, and then we'll go ahead and change everything.
Take some off your clothing, you know what I mean?
Okay. Very good. Advanced, change this profile height to 0. Screw retain. It's all going to be one piece, so we don't want that big old margin there. That's the other thing. Let's make this as convex as possible. Let's pull up this gingiva. Our doctors will mess with some tissue so we can make this ideal.
So after all these years of going to this guy, I might have him semi-interested in coming and checking us out.
That's it?
Yep. He wants to, he uses Sunny and Micro. And then maybe young Kim that's next door to him. Young Kim came from, he was a big wig in Micro too. But he's right next door to Sanchez's office. It's called Aesthetic.
And this doesn't have to be perfect. But the most important thing when designing these is to make sure there's not some big concavity, like right here. When the you don't have to keep the margin up here at tissue level, so that it has this like look to it. All this right here, if you don't fill this in, it's all a huge food trap. It's gonna get stuck in here. They can't get in there and clean that area. So we want to drop this down here like this. And if you go down below the tissue like that, like this is fine. They're gonna be able to move the tissue. They'll cut the tissue away to make sure that the crown will seat down properly. So this is kind of what I'm looking for right here. It's nice concave emergence profile, and it's really important to put that height set at 0. This is just gonna get trimmed away and finished down, and it's all one piece, so we don't really have to worry about a margin shipping or anything like that. Okay, next the
oh no, is that the new one? Oh, okay.
Where are we at now? The crown. I do like the design of the crown. It looks nice.
Third one?
I'm not sure how far you're taking it out of occlusion. I just want to check that.
This is the one that I was yesterday. I tried to cut.
I don't even like this. There we go. Alright. This is kind of a tough design. I'll show you how I how we do the occlusion here. I think this is from the wax up. We'll just have to finish that down after we mill it out. Not a big deal. Alright. Contact is also pretty crucial on these screw retains. Show you how we do the contacts here as well, using the cut tool. Very important on screw retain because there's only one insertion direction that the crowns can go in. So first thing when doing occlusion, I just cut to create orifices on the static. I'll kind of smooth anything up that I need to. Don't have anything going up over the last part of the margin. That would be just another food trap area. Okay, after I do static occlusion, I'll do 0.25. Oh, that's right, it's a wax up, so I can't do it. I'll just cut it at 0.2. Or you can come over here, do spacing 2, and just adjust this way. If you can, leave it more of a tripod. Yeah. Okay, contact. Always cut at 0. I exclude selected parts because otherwise it's going to cut all this down here and you're just going to get left trying to smooth that over again. It's a waste of time. Go ahead and cut there. Use the disc. This needs to be lined. It's always automatically lined up the same way as the screw hole. Okay. Come over here and we'll cut this. I'm looking for, I want to cut anything that shows up underneath here, underneath the contact area, because they're going to have to take that away after it gets milled out, because otherwise the crown won't seat. So we'll cut that, and then we'll come over here and we'll smooth up these little bowed areas right here. It's going to be more of a pinpoint contact.
Venture?
Todd has it. Yeah, that's it. Go hit next and we'll put that screw hole in it and we'll move on to the next one.